Welcome, everybody, to Jen Lowry Writes. Today, I am so blessed and honored to have Miss Diane Britt Brooks with us. Miss Diane, I love you so much.
Good
You are
morning.
you're one of our Caterpillar authors from Monarch, and today I get the pleasure of spending some more time with you and introducing you to our audiences. So, I want to start with your bio. After reading millions of books to 4 year olds, Miss Diane Blue Brooks Britt finally put her own words on paper. She's a retired pre K teacher, one of 13 children. Diane was raised on a farm in Robeson County. She loved telling bedtime stories to her grandchildren, Annabelle and Henry, and now she's happy that you're going to get to meet Simon the Snake and his friends, her first picture book that is coming out on March 7th, 2024. Congratulations to
Thank
you,
you.
Miss Diane. Tell
Thank
us just
you.
that's your bio, right? That's what you'll have in your
Yes.
book, but tell us just
Okay.
a little bit more about you.
Okay. Like you said, I grew up on a farm. I'm one of 13. I'm number nine. Okay. And grew up working hard, but we didn't know it was hard back then. I mean, it was really fun, growing up on a farm with a lot of brothers and sisters. So then I went to college late in life, like 42,
Oh,
42, and that was a struggle, but I did it.
yes.
I did it. I mean, to me, I think you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. Went back to college at 42 years old. So, anyway, Simon the Snake is from bedtime stories, telling Henry and Annabelle when we would keep them, like every other weekend, they would come to spend a weekend with us, Miss Jennifer. And, always a bedtime story. I don't care what we had done that day, how tired they were, but grandma and granddaddy had to tell the bedtime stories. And I just came up with one about Simon. So Simon was like, I don't know that I really don't know how I came up with it, but it just stuck in my head, Simon the Snake. But Simon would always have difficulties or something, but my story always ended on a positive note, trying to teach Henry and Annabelle, you know, it, it was always something good at the end of Simon the Snake. I mean,
Right.
he got into trouble. He would go to his mother for information, for advice, and mother always gave him positive things. So I said, well, been a pre-K teacher for all these years. I've always wanted to write a book, but now when you're working, it's hard to just sit down. Plus, my computer was old. And for Christmas, my husband got me a computer. I said, Carlton, I would like to write a book. He said, okay, then for Christmas, I'll get you a computer. And there it is.
Give Carlton a big hug. Give
Yes,
Carlton a big hug. I'm
I
telling you,
will. I
I am
will.
so excited for people to see Simon. Simon is
Yeah,
one of the most adorable snakes
he
that
is.
I have ever come across.
He is a nice green snake. I know people don't like snakes, and I've never held a snake except for a green snake. I have picked up a green snake because they can't hurt you. But Simon is so nice and kind, and he's just a nice, kind green snake. And I think everybody will love my book. I'm
Oh, I
hoping
know
they
they
will.
I know they will. I'm saying it in advance. I'm putting it all out there. You guys are going to adore Simon the
Thank
Snake.
you.
I
Thank you.
want to ask you, how did it feel when you first signed your contract and you knew that this was a real adventure that was starting for you? How did all of that feel?
I had never experienced anything like that. I was nervous, but at the same time excited. That I mean, I felt really important.
You
Like,
are important.
oh, all I've done is just put words on paper. That's all I've done. But it's a book now. It's a book, and I'm the author, so it's exciting. It really
And
is.
words matter and your story
Words matter.
matters. Your
Words matter.
story matters. And I can't
Words
wait for
matter.
littles to be able to hold it in their hand
Right.
and other pre K teachers to be reading your book.
Exactly. And 4-year-olds, they will sit there and listen to a good story. Their attention span is not very long, but if you read a good book to them, they will sit there and listen, Miss Jennifer. They
Yes,
will.
ma'am. You're speaking from experience.
Yes,
So,
a lot.
were
Yes.
you a storyteller on the farm out of all of your siblings? Was it you that would shine through with storytelling? Did any of you guys do that? Tell stories, or were
We
you just that wasn't a thing?
we didn't. We
You didn't.
didn't. No, we were just summertime. We just played. We put in the backer. We did the cucumbers. No, we really didn't do that. I really don't know where my inspiration came from. Now, my daddy would pick the guitar, and I would sing with my daddy and dance with my daddy. So I love to sing. I try to dance. Can't dance good, but I try. But I just love music, and maybe that had a little bit, maybe the inspiration for writing. I really don't know, but really, I really and truly think it came from just reading all the books to pre-K,
Oh yeah.
because that was one of our requirements. We had to read stories to these children. So I
Yes.
said I set time, aside each day for story time. Those
Love it.
children never went home without me had been reading a book to them.
I bet you they
And
loved it, Miss Diane.
oh yes, I mean you can really get their attention with good books. You really can. And for Christmas, that's what I would get them for Christmas was a storybook, because some children in Robeson County don't have storybooks at home.
Uh,
So oh yeah, I mean I'm really not a novel reader, but I love reading books to children.
yes.
Yeah, I do.
So, how
And
about Alyssa Grazenko, your illustrator, coming from us
she's
from New York?
she's
Wow.
wonderful. She's wonderful. I mean, how can you do that? I mean, just how can you get that in your head? Simon is perfect. Fox is perfect. Rabbit is perfect. Bobcat is
Bobcat?
perfect. Yeah, Bobcat has a little something about his little face, like, yeah, I know it all. I'm bigger than anybody else. Oh yeah. And Simon is just so, I don't know. Simon
He's
is so,
friendly. He's
he's
friendly.
friendly. He's green. He's just kind. Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
I saw the first illustrations popping up on the spreads, and we saw Rabbit's ear
Yeah.
like
He's listening.
honed in to listen, I was like just
She did.
overflowing
I
with
know.
joy,
She
just
did really
seeing it
great.
come to life
Yeah.
and just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think I was texting you going, look, they're here. There's some illustrations. Go
She
look. And I'm like,
is
can I call you? Can I call you?
yes,
Because it was just such an
she's really
exciting time.
good.
Yeah.
She's really good. She's really good. I only in my story, obviously Simon is green, and I think I put in there mm, maybe that rabbit was white, but the other ones, was her color. The fox was her chosen color. The bobcat was her
Okay.
chosen color. So she's really good. She's
Yes.
good at what she does.
We're very blessed to have her on Team Monarch with us as she is a freelance illustrator. You guys got to check out
Right.
Alyssa Grazenko. And talking about checking you out, Miss Diane, you are not just a one book storyteller. You've got
No,
other stories that now
I
have
have
come to
I
visit.
have two already saved on my computer. I do.
So,
Um,
absolutely
yes,
love your
I,
treehouse story. I've had an opportunity to read that, and I'm looking
yeah.
forward to talking with you further about that. And you're just tell
And
me about how
Nosy
that
Rosie
feels.
and
Yes,
Nosy
and Nosy
Rosie,
Rosie.
Nosy
Tell
Rosie.
tell us about, did you think it was just going to stop with Simon, or did you kind of have a sneaking suspicion that
Uh,
stories were now birthed in you?
I had a sneaky suspicion that, oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing more other than Simon the Snake. Yeah, yeah.
I
And
remember when I came to visit and you said, I've got a story about that flag. And I was just grinning. And you said, here's the tree house. And I was like, Eli, take a picture of
uh-huh.
the tree house. I think we might need that for future
Right.
reference. I
Oh
actually was
yeah.
telling him, go take a pic, just get a picture of the tree house while he was taking your profile
Well,
pic.
I didn't know that. I
Yep,
didn't know
we've got a
that.
picture of the, I knew it was coming,
Oh
Miss
yeah.
Diane.
Oh
I just
yeah.
felt it. I
Yeah.
felt
I
it.
mean, I mean, once you start, it just flows. It's, I don't know. I mean, it's right. It's not really something hard to do. You
There's
know,
joy in it. There's
there's
joy
joy
in it.
in it. There's joy in it. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. And you make it easy.
Oh,
You, Miss Jennifer, make it easy.
no, I say the
Yes.
Lord makes it easy for us. We are just following his light and his
Exactly.
way. That's how I'm going to
Yes.
call that.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
I do want to just let you know that we are so honored to have you with us as a
Thank
Caterpillar author. You are
thank
now
you.
Zooming. You are Facebook messaging with a group of authors. You are out
Thank
there on
you.
social media sharing it out.
Oh
Like,
man.
would you had ever thought that it was going to be like,
No, no. Mm-mm. No,
because like,
this is more exciting than college graduation. This is
ah,
more exciting. It
love
is. Yeah.
it. Love it.
Thank you.
And I want to give a special shout out to your family. On the day of your signing, you had your husband, your brother, your sister, all there with you
Hmm.
celebrating. Has your
Yeah,
family, how has that,
Debbie and
yep,
Jack.
how has that
Oh, they
reception
keep
been?
asking me. Yeah, they keep asking me about my book. I said, oh, you should see the illustrations. You should see Fox. You should see. So when any of them comes to visit, I try to pull it up and show it to them. But but everybody keeps asking, when's your book coming? Even my pre-K children, before they graduated, Miss Jennifer, they wanted to see my book. I said, I'm sorry, it's not out yet. So now
Oh,
they've gone to kindergarten and they don't get to see my book.
well, you're
You know,
just going to have to visit them, Miss
I have to
Diane,
visit them to all the 4 schools that that's exactly right. Yes, ma'am.
and
I will
say,
go to the
look,
kindergarten.
here's Simon the
Yes.
snake.
Yes. Oh,
And
but yeah, I tell everybody you got to wait till March. You know, it's not going to be available until March. So March is going to be oh God, I'll be so nervous in March, Miss
oh,
Jennifer.
you'll be nervous.
Yes. When
Tell
it
me you're
comes out, when it
oh,
comes out, I'll be so nervous.
you
I
can't
need
be
to start
nervous.
prep.
That's the
I
congratulations
I know.
celebration. You've
I'll
worked
be
really hard. Everyone that's listening, Miss Diane has worked really hard on her manuscript. She's went
thank you.
through multiple edits. She's went through from that first draft and then adding in dialogue and those quirky voices of her
Mm,
animals coming to life. Miss
right.
Diane, you have really worked hard to get where you are. So
Oh,
that is a day to say, look,
celebration.
this is what we've done with the Lord's work. Sure,
Yes,
Lord
ma'am.
first, but
Yes, ma'am.
this is what we've done. And you've really rocked it, Miss Diane. I'm just super proud of you. I'm
Let
so
me turn this phone
excited.
off. Let me
You
turn
go
it off.
ahead. You go ahead. Uh,
I turned it off.
that's what happens in the live world,
Sorry.
y'all. It's okay. Miss Diane is a star. You're just
Okay.
famous already, Miss Diane.
Oh,
Everybody, I
thank
just want
you.
I just want to thank you for joining us today on Jen Lowry Writes. I want to
Okay.
encourage everyone to send prayers Miss Diane's way. No nervousness, all for joy.
Excited.
Celebrate.
Excited.
Yes, excited. And we are just so honored to have you with us. And we are going to be sharing your book cover soon, Miss Diane.
Thank you. I am happy to be a monarch.
Yes, and that
Happy.
book cover is going to be on our sites soon. We're going to get to share that out. Alyssa has finished the book cover. She's in the process of finishing up the illustrations, so we're not
Mhm.
ready for those ARC readers to sign up for you just yet, but it's going to be soon, and you'll be able to share out your book and get some ARC readers and some early honest reviews. So we're really excited about your next steps, Miss Diane, but that book cover is coming out. You're going to get
Thank
to see it very soon. So
well,
I'm,
thank you.
yes. So last words of wisdom, Miss Diane, for all of those authors out there who are thinking about writing a book. What would you like to tell them today?
Sit down and start writing and just let it flow. Just put the words on paper and the rest, I mean, just start. Just start with your first sentence and the rest will come after. Yes,
Love
ma'am.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for Jen Lowry Writes. Miss Diane, absolutely
Thank
love
you.
you. I love
I love
you
you, Miss
for
Jennifer. Bye
life.
bye.
Love. Bye.
Thank you.